Hello there. Today we're going to discuss insights for days 27 to 33 of our 1 year chronological Bible reading. For those who would like to be up to date on our chronological Bible reading, you may visit my other social media accounts, my Facebook at Truth Insight 2020, my Instagram at truth.insight, and my Twitter at truthinsight underscore. On these social media accounts, you will see what book, what chapters, and what verses to read for the day. Now, let's get right through our insights. So, days 27 to 33. So, let's find 27. We don't have insight for day 27. So, the first one is day 28. This one. On this day, we read Job chapters 32 to 34. And there's only one, Job chapter 34, verses 21 to 23. It says, "For God watches how people live. He sees everything they do. No darkness is thick enough to hide the wicked from His eyes. We don't set the time when we will come before God in judgment." So my insight here, these words were from Elihu. Yeah, this Elihu mentioned this. At the end of the book of Job, we will see that he was not referred as inaccurate. Yes. So at the end of the book, God will say the three friends of Job was inaccurate, but not Elihu, right? So in effect, so this statement of Elihu is true. Yes, it is true that we don't set the time when we will come before God in judgment. Because it's either of the two, either our life on earth ends or the second coming of Jesus Christ, which we also don't know. Okay? The next one. Next day, day 29. On this day, we read Job chapters 35 to 37. For the first one, Job chapter 35 verses 9 to 12, it says, "People cry out when they are oppressed. They groan beneath the power of the mighty. Yet they don't ask, 'Where is God, my Creator, the one who gives songs in the night? Where is the one who makes us smarter than the animals and wiser than the birds of the sky?' And when they cry out, God does not answer because of their pride." The insight, there are times when our prayers are not answered. Consider these verses and be humble before God. Because take note here, when they cry out, God does not answer. Why? Because of their pride. So whenever we pray, we're too proud of ourselves. We're not humble. We don't care about the Bible. We say we believe in God, but we don't actually fear Him, right? Because if you believe that He is sovereign and almighty, we should have this desire to please Him, right? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Job chapter 37 verses 12 to 13, it says, "The clouds churn about at His direction. They do whatever He commands throughout the earth. He makes these things happen either to punish people or to show his unfailing love. Who is this he? It's God, right? So my insight, God is loving, yes, but don't think that God will not punish people for their sins. So take note of this. So God makes things happen either to punish or to show his unfailing love. Okay? So next day, up day 30. On this day, we read Job chapters 38 to 39 and chapter 40 verses 1 to 5. So the first one, Job chapter 38 verse 31, which says, "Can you direct the movement of the stars, binding the cluster of the Pleiades, or loosening the cords of Orion?" So this is God talking to Job, right? My insight, just imagine how was it possible to know about the stars as detailed as this during those days. This is just one of the evidences that the Bible was inspired by God. So what detail am I talking about? This one, right? Only recently that this Orion was found to have cords, right? And then Pleiades has this cluster. So the next one, Job chapter 40 verses 1 to 5, it says, "Then the Lord said to Job, do you still want to argue with the Almighty? You are God's critic, but do you have the answers?" Then Job replied to the Lord, "I am nothing. How could I ever find the answers? I will cover my mouth with my hand. I have said too much already. I have nothing more to say." My insight after hearing from God, who created everything, this was Job's response, right? God can see everything we do. If we fear God, then we will be humble before Him, like Job, right? See how humble Job is? Job said, "Here, I am nothing." Right? See, I will cover my mouth with my hand. So, be humble before God. Okay, next one. Day 30. Day 31. On this day, we read Job chapter 40, verses 6 to 24, and chapter 41 to 42. The first one, Job chapter 41, verse 11, it says, "Who has given me anything that I need to pay back? Everything under heaven is mine." Right? This is God talking. God is our creator, so everything is His, including the wealth that we have. Right? Next one, Job chapter 42 verses 1 to 2 and verse 7. It says, "Then Job replied to the Lord, I know that you can do anything and no one can stop you." After the Lord had finished speaking to Job, he said to Eliphaz the Temanite, "I am angry with you and your two friends, for you have not spoken accurately about me, as my servant Job has." So this is what I'm talking about earlier, about inaccuracy. So my insight, God can do anything, including what happened to Job. We do not have the right to question what he does. So what did Job say? What did Job say? "I know that you," God, right? can do anything. So God can do anything. No one can stop you. That's according to Job. So yes, God can do anything and no one can stop him. Okay, next one. 31, 32, day 32. On this day we read Exodus chapters 1 to 3 and then chapter 4 verses 1 to 17 and First Chronicles chapter 6 verses 1 to 3. The first one, Exodus chapter 3 verses 13 to 15, it says, "But Moses protested, 'If I go to the people of Israel and tell them, the God of your ancestors has sent me to you, they will ask me, what is his name? Then what should I tell them?' God replied to Moses, 'I am who I am. Say this to the people of Israel, I am has sent me to you.' God also said to Moses, 'Say this to the people of Israel, Yahweh, the God of your ancestors, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me to you. This is my eternal name, my name to remember for all generations.'" So, Yahweh, our God, our Master, our Father in heaven. The next one, Exodus chapter 4 verses 11 to 14, it says, "Then the Lord asked Moses, 'Who makes a person's mouth? Who decides whether people speak or do not speak? Hear or do not hear? See or do not see? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go, I will be with you as you speak, and I will instruct you in what to say.' But Moses again pleaded, 'Lord, please send anyone else.' Then the Lord became angry with Moses. 'All right,' he said. 'What about your brother Aaron, the Levite? I know he speaks well. And look, he is on his way to meet you now. He will be delighted to see you.' So my insight here, Moses did not have enough faith to obey God. And so God became angry. See here? Then the Lord became angry with Moses. Right? Because he did not want to obey. Right? So, but Moses again pleaded, 'Lord, please send anyone else.' Right? God already said, 'Now go.' Well, it's understandable because Moses grew up with the Egyptians. So this is the first times that he knew about God's existence, the God of um, Jacob, right? The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac. Okay. Let's start next one. Let's go to the next day. Day 32. Day 36. So that's it. Today is only for days 27 to day 33. So that's all for today. See you again next time. May God bless us all.